But then came the night in 1994 when Lennox Lewis's world caved in. His opponent, Oliver McCall.
He is the WBC heavyweight champion of the world, Lennox Lewis!
Remember that the pound is compound.
Lewis standing like a statue, much as he did at the beginning of his flawed defense against Bruno a year ago. Lewis's most ardent supporters want to see him move, jab, and box, use his extraordinary athletic talent. Emmanuel Stewart has worked with McCall during the past couple of weeks. As an assistant trainer and technical advisor, says that his man will show a variety of different styles during the fight tonight to try to confuse Lewis. He thinks Lewis is easily confused.
And Lewis is fighting with his feet very wide apart.
Right hand lands for McCall over the top. He misses to the body as Lewis backs away. Now Lewis begins to throw the jab with a little bit more intent.
Dropping that left hand, Lewis. Hey! All this wrestling can really sap your stamina, though, and that's, again, McCall has been known to have very, very good stamina.
If the first round is a prototype, so far it's a good one for Oliver McCall. Lennox Lewis hasn't really established anything in round one.
Time!
Look good, baby. Sit down. Move down for me. You're looking good, okay? Fighting a very intelligent fight, and you're taking his next punch away from him in the right hand. You shot it twice, and every time you roll and counter. You caught him with it once the next time, but you're going to make him quit throwing it if you keep rolling the counter, okay? But when you, that little counter hook you're doing is working. It's clumsy, but it's working. When he jabs, how you know you're blocking and you're throwing a hook? Right. Keep doing it because it's not landing, but it's moving him out off balance. That's right, but you're moving him off balance when you throw that shot, okay?
10 seconds, hands him out, please. Stay on the stick. Keep it in the circle. When he's inside, try to catch him with the uppercut coming in.
Lewis threw more left hands and fewer right hands in the first round than we've seen him before, Gil. I thought it was by his own fight plan, but perhaps that's also the fight plan of Stewart.
And you know, Larry, down goes
Lewis, having caught a short left hand inside.
6, 7, 8, 9.
What is this? The WBC's referee has stopped this fight after a count to 9 with Lewis standing in front of him. And we're going to have a riot here. Jose Guadalupe Garcia stopped the fight in the second round. Oliver McCall's going absolutely nuts. The crowd at ringside momentarily stunned. And that's got to be one of the strangest stoppages I ever saw.
Certainly was. He was up at about the count of 5, wobbled a little bit, but then he seemed to be getting himself together. It was for the heavyweight championship of the world.
I can't believe what I just saw.
They're just moving around, sparring. Again, I had mentioned, there's that right hand right on the button. Down goes Lewis.
Another look.
See, Lewis was fighting with that leg so far apart that he had to reach in with the right hand, and he got beat to the punch.
Well, his detractors have always said he has bad balance. But that's hardly a devastating punch. He was up by the count of 6 and certainly appeared capable of continuing in the fight.
Are we going to see you again, Lennox?
Yes, I may be down, but I'm not out.
But trainer Pepe Correa was out, to be replaced by the man who'd plotted Lennox's downfall, McCall's trainer, Emmanuel Stewart. Now an ex-champion, Lewis began the hard, long road back. In Dublin, Justin Fortune, a sawn-off Australian with dubious credentials, prove the ideal rehabilitation exercise. It was all over in round 4. It proved little, but the talk was big.
Well, we will definitely see Lennox Lewis in the ring by the end of September, October, and we're hoping that's going to be for the world title.
Well, he was back in the ring soon, but not for the title. He was faced with former WBO champion Tommy Morrison.
Any questions here? Let's get it on!
Well, Lennox Lewis here looking to convince a sceptical American public that he really is the business. But it's a dangerous, high-risk assignment against Tommy Morrison. Lewis on the left of your picture, the former WBC champion against the former WBO champion. This week in America, they've had the O.J. Simpson verdict, the visit of the Pope, Hurricane Opal. Now we hope for some headline-hitting heavyweight action here.
It's been a pretty quiet opening round from two men who obviously both respect each other's punching power.
Morrison's looked for the right hand significantly more than the left hook as the bell goes to end the round. Looks very, very cagey and wary even, Morrison, early on here. Good body shot, and there, the counter punch from Lewis, left hand, and down goes Morrison. Quick counter. Nothing much more than a flash knockdown, and Morrison down for, we reckon, the 10th time in his career.
Yes, and already he's feeling the physical power of Lewis. Very, very strong inside.
That will give Lewis a lot of added confidence. He's not seriously shaken up or anything, Morrison, but it was a good short little punch that did it. And significantly, it was the left hand, not the right. There's a cut now by the right eye, by the side of the right eye of Morrison, who's now in trouble from a right hand as well. This is a good round for Lennox Lewis.
Yes, Lewis has found the range and is connecting with good shots. Caught him around the top of the head. I thought we were on the blind side. Looked like a body shot, but it was on the side of the head.
That was a crunching left hand, and Morrison took it well. Just dabbing away at his eyes as well, Morrison now. He really is beginning to look quite banged up around the face, Morrison.
Yes, this is a very confident performance from Lennox Lewis.
He does look a better balanced fighter since Stewart took over, doesn't he?
Yes, he's certainly he's better with his work. He's tucking up well inside. Always a mistake before that, but now he's doing it well. He just landed with a beautiful right uppercut.
That has always been a particularly effective punch for him. He's won in fights in the past, Lewis. And there's another one, and he's got Morrison. He touched down there. There'll have to be a count here because he touched down. Second knockdown for Morrison, who's in trouble. Look at that face. Look at it.
The right hook to the body and the right uppercut right up the middle. He's not wasting a shot.
He is a tremendous uppercutter, Lewis. The speed, strength, power, athleticism, and moves of Lewis. Too much, and there's another knockdown. Right hand. Mills Lane has a close look. Third knockdown for Morrison. And this is round 6. Can Lewis finish it in this round? Again, he dabs away at that eye. He can hardly see out of it now, Morrison. The end may be close.
Yes, the jab is landing flush in the face, and even they are hurting him. And a beautiful left uppercut.
And I tell you what, I think Lewis is beginning to convince some of the doubters here as he puts Morrison down for a 4th time with the left hand. Every time he gets up at about 1.5. What courage, what bravery. Stop, it's over. Lennox Lewis stays on track to regain the World Heavyweight Championship with what I reckon was his most impressive performance since he demolished Razor Ruddock in London. That was awesome. He looked superb tonight.
He really did, I agree. I think that was a punch-perfect performance. Everything he did had class, beautiful jabs, worked well inside, and he waited till the right time. He just kept a good, steady pressure on him, and it was all too much for Morrison.